Hello, Vortex. Anybody that's been watching my channel on a regular basis knows damn well that if Amy Gross doesn't post anything, or if Amy Gross posts very little, she will definitely overcompensate in the future. I took a break from YouTube for a little while when I experienced a dramatic transformation in my political beliefs. I wasn't sure what to do because I wasn't used to myself not being a liberal lunatic. I had to get used to myself being a regular ass lunatic. And needless to say, being a regular ass lunatic is profoundly better than being a liberal lunatic, because when you're a liberal lunatic, you're just constantly sinning. And you can rationalize it with, well, the world's doing this, or it's owed to me, or I'm depressed right now. You know, there are just so many excuses that you can make for bad behavior if you're a liberal. But if you're more conservative in the way that you're looking at life, you're probably like way more likely to believe in God. So you have a sense of morality. And so it's a lot harder for you to rationalize doing really terrible things or hurting yourself or other people, because you actually have decent morale. 5-0. Not for me though. You know, I used to drive around with drugs in my car all the time. And I was rarely ever paranoid about it. And the reason why I wasn't paranoid was because I didn't see it as sinful. Like, I had faith in what I was doing. And because I have faith in it, I really believe that that was the reason why I never got in trouble. I was also really careful about it because I knew what the laws were. But there's a lot of the scripture that's very contradictory. Like, I was reading Hebrews today because our systems were down at work, and so I was reading the scripture for like 5 hours straight, which was fine, you know. $15 an hour to read the Bible and improve my spiritual state, you know, that's totally fine. That's a good way to spend the work day. But I was thinking how it's like, depending on what part of the Bible you're reading and how you're reading it, you can look at yourself in relation to it in various ways. I mean, I feel like a lot of it's pretty, like, obvious, but some of it is, like, really contradictory, you know? Which is why God gave us discernment. No, I'm not the smartest person in the world. Like, just because I don't have a smartphone, that just means that I'm a luddite. I'm a luddite that is very skeptical of the stuff that I'm sold. I don't buy into all that. I'm just more spiritual minded. That doesn't mean that I'm a better person. But, I just read, faith without works is dead. So it's like, if I don't have faith in something, like I don't have faith in the technology, I don't think it's a positive thing. Why would anybody want me to do that? Like, I look at that as spiritual death. Like, if I just went along with the world, if I just went along with something that I fucking hated, all because my career. I mean, that's why people are so miserable, I tell you. It has everything to do with the fact that they value their standing in the world. They value their image. They value that more than their soul. And I think it's because that kind of verbiage is so heady for them. Like once you start talking about God, people they drift away. But there are definitely different ways that you can look at that whole thing. You don't have to look at it from the Christian standpoint. That's the best standpoint, but some people can't handle that. They have to start with something else. I used to pray to a tree next to the Bank of America. And some might look at that as silly, but it helped me at the time. What, you think I shouldn't have prayed to anything at all? I mean, I guess that's pagan and shit, but there's just no way to win, Like, people are going to get mad at you no matter what you do or don't do. So you might as well just go with yourself. You might as well just go along with the things that make sense to you. But the biggest problem, let's not say that. One of the biggest problems with society, people don't know themselves. If they don't know themselves, then they're not making decisions for themselves. They're making decisions for society. They're making decisions based upon what they think society wants from them. So how is that going to end in anything other than disaster?